We're going to tape up our ceiling line now. This is what you want it to look like in the end. And here's how we achieve it. So this is the wall, right? This is our ceiling. This is the old ceiling color, that kind of yellowish white, okay, creamy white. And then this is the new color. And what we want to do is tape this and seal it, okay? Just like the trim, we're just going to do it a little bit differently. So you want your inch blue tape, and you want to make sure you have your inch blue tape and you want the wall color. Remember, when we seal something, since I'm covering the yellow, I want to seal it with the yellow, okay? Now you'll notice that I'm dropping it down about 1/8 of an inch from the corner of the ceiling, okay? Now, ceilings have a tendency to undulate, but don't worry about that too much. Just try to get this doesn't have to be perfect, but it always looks cleaner than going to a corner cut, at least in my opinion. So just do the best you can. If you find that your ceiling comes down a little, then kind of bring your tape down a little. You know, you don't want to do an exaggerated move down, but try to keep it as straight as possible, okay? Remember to line up your tape on the top. You want it to be even, both pieces when they meet, right? And then just run across, okay? And I'm lucky again to have a nice smooth wall here, so it's easy to tape to, but if you have a textured wall, just do the same thing. Press your tape into the wall best you can. And then, of course, our key to the game, at least to me, is very important. Again, since we're protecting the wall, we want to seal the tape with the wall paint. Okay. Went a little too far. You don't, I mean, this is okay because I didn't go over the edge of the tape, but you don't want to be down that far, okay? I think it's the angle that I'm trying to do so I can show you. Okay? So there you go. Now you wait for that to dry. Of course, you got to go all the way around the room. I'll show you how to do a corner one, but you got to go all the way around the room, and then wait for that to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll paint the ceiling color. Okay? Here I'm going to show you taping into a corner. Want to match up with my line. This is finished here, and this is finished here. So let's tape this up. I just wanted to show you how a corner works. Alright, so I want to line it up with that. Create about my 1/8 inch line and come straight into the corner. Okay, you'll notice how the tape is rolled down this way. That's just fine. Okay. Okay, so there you go. It doesn't have to be perfection, but you don't want the tape, you know, you want kind of a clean transition from one line to the other. Now sealing the tape. So the wall paint is dry. So now I'm going to paint with the ceiling color. All right, make sure you cover it all, of course. And then make sure you come on the tape enough that you're covering that line that you've created. Okay? So I usually cover about half the tape, and I always feel safe about it. All right, so just needs a second coat, and then once that's done, pull the tape. Now I recommend pulling the tape after. I would prefer that you waited a day. Because it gets to be, I'll explain a little bit later, it gets to be a little dangerous if you pull it too soon, right? So you want to wait for it to completely dry before you pull your tape, okay? So when it's all dry, you want to peel the tape off. Now I recommend pulling it back over itself at a very strong angle. You'll see that as I'm pulling it off. You can pull it angled down, but sometimes you run into problems. So I've found that this seems to work the best. So take the tape and roll it back over itself like this and pull it. Okay. All right, so there you go. There's the line that we've created. And we have a really nice transition between the ceiling and the walls.